5 medicinal herbs for treating depression. Many medicinal herbs can be very useful in treating depression. And since it's a delicate situation, depression may come along with constant stress, anxiety, insomnia, as well as disorders of the nervous system. The natural origin of herbal medicine treatments is what helps with the hormonal reprogramming. They increase hormones that generate good feelings and calms down the inhibitors, the ones that in the beginning are altered as a symptom of depression, to some degree. If this is you, you'll see which medicinal herbs you can make a part of your day to say goodbye to depression once and for all. Learn about medicinal herbs, their symptoms, and how to use them. John's wort. Among medicinal herbs, street. John's wort, or common St. John's wort, is especially indicated for natural treatment of depression in its first stages. Many studies have demonstrated its effectiveness both on anxiety and night terrors. However, it should only be used in completely natural treatments for treating depression. In other words, it should not be combined with any other antidepressant at the same time. Ingredients: 1 cup of water, 250 milliliters, 1 teaspoon of street. John's wort, 5 grams. How do I use it? Heat the water. Once boiling, add the street. John's wort and let sit for 5 minutes before consuming. Have 3 times a day. Remember that it may take 3 weeks to see its effects, since natural treatments are often very effective but also sometimes slower. Poppies. Poppies are also a medicinal herb that you can keep around the house to treat depression. Thanks to their alkaloids, their main active compound, they are very good at calming anxiety and moderate depression. Except for during pregnancy and breastfeeding, poppies can be taken with no contraindications. Ingredients: 1 tablespoon of poppy flowers, 10 grams, 1 cup of water, 250 milliliters. How do I use it? Make a tea and let sit for 10 minutes. Have it 3 times a day, keeping in mind that it is another somewhat slow treatment. You may like, are you on antidepressants? Before you stop, here's something you need to know. Angelica. Angelica belongs to the group of medicinal herbs that can treat severe depression. It has very powerful effects. This is due to its sedative properties, useful for relieving symptoms of anxiety, insomnia, and even the lack of appetite that is a product of serious depression. Only people over 6 years old should use it because of the strong effects of its main active compound. The plant should not come in contact with your skin or it may cause dermatitis. Ingredients: 1 teaspoon of angelica flowers, 5 grams, 1 cup of water, 250 milliliters. How do I use it? Make the angelica tea with a teaspoon of its flowers for each cup of boiling water and let sit for 5 minutes. Have 3 times a day before meals and you'll see changes within a week of starting. Valerian. When valerian was first discovered, it was mostly used for its ability to treat spasms. However, over time its value as a sedative was noticed. Now, it is associated with natural treatments for depression and other psychological disorders such as anxiety and insomnia. Ingredients: 1 tablespoon of valerian, 10 grams, 1 cup of water, 250 milliliters. How do I use it? To make the tea, keep in mind that what you need is the entire plant including the root, which is where most of its depression-fighting powers are concentrated. Add a tablespoon for each cup of boiling water and let sit for 15 minutes. Ideally, you should take it 3 times a day. Be patient, and you will see results in several days. Ginseng. The anti-stress adaptogen that characterizes the ginseng plant is what proves its utility in treating depression. This medicinal herb has an invigorating effect on the brain, helps you reach relaxation, and as a result keeps anxiety, depression, and a lack of appetite away. Some possible side effects that may come with this herb are nervousness and hypertension, but these normally only appear if the recommended dose is exceeded. Ingredients: 1/4 teaspoon of ginseng, 2 grams, 1 cup of water, 250 milliliters. How do I use it? Heat 1 gram of the ginseng herb in a cup of water. Let boil 3 minutes and then let sit for 5 minutes. Have just once a day in the morning, as it has a better effect on the nervous system at that time of day.